to the Nixon Pack. We're realtors, home designers, and
DIYers.
And today we are talking about my favorite topic of all time, pricing to sell. That's right, bring me the money, honey. You guys, this is why it's so important, okay? This is the biggest opportunity for you to make money, to buy the house of your dreams, you know, to just climb that real estate ladder. It all boils down to pricing to sell. And this is the single most important decision that you're going to make, is the number. And here's why. It is not a game. I really can't stand, I really like
got a little nervous there.
This
is a game. This is pricing.
Well, it is, because, you know, when you have a realtor come in and say, oh, we'll try your price first and then we'll move down to this. No, red flag, alert, sirens flaring, like get out of Dodge. That's not right. You need to price right from the very beginning. We do not believe in price adjustments, and here's why. When somebody, have I let you say one thing yet? I will. When somebody gives you a price, right, and you put your home out there and it's not selling and you have to bring it down, you have to do an adjustment or a price cut, that is kind of like putting blood in the water, and all the sharks are going to start swimming around and they're going to keep cutting down that price. They're not going to offer you, you know, when realtors say, we're going to do the cut and then we'll come back in and I'm sure we'll get multiple offers. That doesn't happen. Once they see a cut, it's going to keep cutting from there.
It makes you feel vulnerable, like
Yeah.
I do a lot of the time around the pricing queen. Once you reduce, you're already showing how much more you can reduce. So Kaylee is 100% right. Also, when you're pricing, you don't only want to look at the houses that are on the market now. You want to look at the houses that have just went contingent. You won't see the number of where they are until they close. But you also want to look at the ones that have expired because they were priced too high. Also, look only in your specific area so you can tighten your comps down. And you want to look at an accurate timeline, the last 6 months or so. Don't look at a house that had sold 3 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And John said a word, comps. So in case you don't know, those are your comparables. So what your realtor can do, and what you can do even yourself on sites like Zillow, TrulyARealtor.com, is do a comparative market analysis. So that's taking everything that John just said, the solds, the actives, and don't go back too far. We say 6 months max, because that can make a huge difference in the market.
And another video that...
I'm sorry, did you have to cut me off?
And when Kaylee said actives, just so everybody knows, and we'll mention in another video, open houses are for you to go in and check out your comps.
You can be that neighbor creeper. It's okay. In fact, we encourage it because it's good for you to know, you know, everybody thinks that their house is the nicest on the block. So it's good for you to be able to go in and compare, like, do they have hardwoods? Is their kitchen newly renovated? Something that I do, and John and I tend to disagree a little bit on this, I go in and I price aggressively from the start. So let's say you and two neighbors, you know, you are about to sell, you've got two neighbors that have been on the market for a while, they're priced at $400,000. I say go in and you price underneath them. Even if your house is better, you've got new windows, you have a shiny, pretty kitchen, it doesn't matter, because if they've been sitting on the market at $400,000, they're stale. So you're gonna come on and you only get that new activity one time. So you've got one chance to make a big splash, a big first impression. So you need to be under that 400 price range, even if you think you're better, and that's gonna get all their attention onto you. That's exactly what you want.
And Kaylee thinks I disagree with that, but I will tell you, when you're out shopping and you see that sweater and there's only one of them, and I really don't care about the sweater, but there are 3 people going to grab that same sweater. For some reason, you take it and throw it in your cart because you're like, well, now I need the sweater.
Yeah.
The same way with pricing. If you put it on there right and you get that activity going, you're going to be under contract and sold before that neighbor house even does a reduction or gets a contract.
And I just want to touch on that leaving money on the table. People, when they hear that, like, well, I don't want to price under because I don't want to leave money on the table. Think about all the bills that you are spending every month to stay in that house, and you're not getting to the next one. So consider that. Your realtor really does want to get you the highest dollar amount they possibly can, because that means that they net a higher amount as well. So they really are working in your best interest, but it is in everybody's best interest to price right the first time. We've got more on this topic at nixonpack.com, and if you like what you saw, please give us a thumbs up, and if you've got a topic that you want us to cover under real estate design or
hairlines,
maybe not that one, leave us a comment below. We would love to share that on next week's Nixon Pack Nugget.